Liverpool fall 1-2 to Man City at Anfield. We cover the man of the match, player ratings, academy concerns, and Marc Guehi's reaction. Subscribe to Anfield Wire for daily Liverpool news and match reactions. Liverpool 1-2, Manchester City, Premier League, man of the match. There are games where a player's influence is obvious through goals and assists, and others where their value is revealed through responsibility, sacrifice, and control in uncomfortable circumstances. This was firmly the latter for Dominik Szoboszlai, who once again found himself operating far from his natural habitat, yet still emerged as Liverpool's most authoritative performer on a frustrating afternoon at Anfield. Playing at right back is not where Szoboszlai should be spending his prime years, but it increasingly feels like Arne Slot takes comfort in placing his most reliable athlete wherever the structure is weakest. With Connor Bradley sidelined, Jeremy Frimpong injured once more, and Joe Gomez only just returning to fitness, the Hungarian was asked to reprise his role as the emergency solution. The closest thing this squad has to replicating the all-encompassing influence once provided by Trent Alexander-Arnold. Pep Guardiola's selection made it clear what Manchester City's plan would be. This was an aggressive front-foot City side designed to pin Liverpool deep and limit Szoboszlai's ability to drive into midfield. The duel with Antoine Semenyo was constant and physical, yet Szoboszlai more than held his own. His defensive awareness, timing in the tackle, and willingness to engage ensured that Liverpool's right side did not collapse under pressure. No small feat given the caliber of opposition. What stood out most was the discipline. Szoboszlai rarely vacated his position unnecessarily, resisted the urge to chase the game emotionally, and chose his moments carefully. That restraint paid off late in the second half when, finally allowed to step into space, he produced a moment of elite quality. The long-range free kick, struck with venom and precision, crashed off the post beyond a helpless Donnarumma. It was a goal worthy of winning any Premier League match and should have been the decisive moment. Instead, it became another chapter in a growing list of what-ifs. Liverpool failed to shut the game down, failed to regain control, and failed to manage the closing stages with authority. Manchester City capitalized ruthlessly, scoring twice late on to steal all 3 points from a contest that
Liverpool player ratings is 2/8, but 1/5 in sickening Man City loss. Ian Doyle with the Liverpool player ratings and scores from the Premier League clash at home to Manchester City on Sunday afternoon. Liverpool suffered only their second defeat in 17 games as they were beaten 2-1 by Manchester City at Anfield on Sunday afternoon. After Dominik Szoboszlai had deservedly given the Reds the lead on 74 minutes, City levelled against the run of play through Bernardo Silva and then snatched an unlikely victory when Erling Haaland scored a penalty during a contentious additional time period in which Szoboszlai was sent off. The result means Arne Slot's side now face a battle to finish inside the top 5 and claim Champions League qualification through Premier League placing. The Echo was in attendance at Anfield, and here we run the rule over the performance of the Liverpool players. Distribution a little risky at times in difficult conditions, but decent save from Haaland early on. Not much to do second half until stupid concession of decisive penalty. The emergency right-back was targeted by City early on and didn't help himself with some wayward passing, but much improved second half in both directions and superb free kick for the opener. Played Silva onside for equalizer, though, and was then sent off during bizarre closing moments. Read danger well before break and did more than anyone to keep Marmish quiet. Maintained level throughout in another fine showing. Virgil van Dijk 7 attempts to play on front foot up against Haaland, not always successful, and some difficulties in the air against the striker, but began to get a grip after the break. Booked. Milos Kerkez 8 persistent up against former Bournemouth teammate Semenyo and defended one Haaland opening well. Willingness to keep running forward offered Liverpool regular openings as game became stretched. Ryan Gravenberch 6 struggled too often to judge bounce of ball and City physicality in difficult opening BU. T among many different Liverpool propositions second half and worked hard to win free kick for opener. Alexis Mac Allister's 6 excellent pass created opening for Sulla, but otherwise on the periphery first half. More involved after that and helped Liverpool up pressure on City. Had shot deflected behind before break and tussled up against Nori, but quality not quite there until superb cross set-up chance for Ekatike second half. Florian Wirtz 7-1 outrageous touch wowed crowd and decent win on ball, but that wasn't enough before break. Became far more prominent in spell after halftime as Liverpool wrested initiative and one goal-bound effort blocked. Cody Gakpo 6 a couple of brief glimpses of threat early on, but on one occasion stymied by reluctance to use left foot. Plenty of effort and more of a danger second half. Subbed. Wasn't given a lot of service first half despite plenty of work to find space and spurned great chance to open scoring. Liverpool Academy stars worrying trend continues with third alarming conduct. Liverpool midfielder Dominik Szoboszlai was not the only player who was sent off today, with the Reds U21s also dropping points and Amara Nallo's record worsening. Dominik Szoboszlai was not the only Liverpool player to get sent off today, with the Reds U21s also dropping points earlier on. In the senior team's fixture at Anfield, Szoboszlai was pulled back for a red card offense as he tugged on the jersey of Erling Haaland. After a VAR review, the goal was ruled out and Szoboszlai was dismissed by the referee, Craig Pawson. As Liverpool's U21s drew 1-1 with Southampton, it was Amara Nallo who was given his marching orders. He was sent off 24 minutes in when the Reds were 1-0 up thanks to Tommy Pilling's strike, with Nicholas Oikono leveling from the penalty spot just a couple of minutes before the full-time whistle. Nallo's centre-back partner, Carter Pinnington, was the man to concede the spot kick. 10-man Liverpool had almost done enough to get over the line and save their captain's blushes. This is the third time that Nallo has been sent off since he signed for Liverpool. At the senior level, in his first 16 minutes of action, he was sent off against PSV in the Champions League and then against Crystal Palace in the League Cup. First-team boss Arne Slot wasn't happy to see Dominik Szoboszlai sent off, but accepted that the decision was the right one. I can live with the fact, although I don't like it, that the referee follows the rulebook and Dominik makes a foul on Haaland in that last situation, which is a clear shirt pull and he was through to goal so he would have scored, he explained. So that's a red card. And I think the Sunderland manager is really happy that he gives the red card. So that's the rulebook and you follow the rulebook. But if you follow the rulebook and you have a clear shirt pull from Marc Guehi on Mo Salah, who for 8 years is scoring that ball every single time, 100 out of 100 times he scores that goal, a bit exaggerated, and that is not a red card, then there is more of my frustration. But I can live with the red card for Dom. If you like football you say, leave it as it is, it's a goal, it's good for them, it's good for everyone. But if you are the Sunderland manager you prefer to see a red card. That's the rule and follow the rules is all we ask. Slot expanded on his belief that Guehi should have been sent off when he was only cautioned for pulling back Salah, who was right on the edge of the penalty area, when he spoke to Sky Sports. We can talk about the decisions, Slot said. I would like to talk about the one time Mo was through on goal and Guehi holds his shirt. Everyone who has been in this stadium in the last 8 years knows if Mo is in that position, it is a goal. So it is a denial of a goal-scoring opportunity. Marc Guehi responds to Liverpool fans booing during Man City win. I can't control it. England defender Marc Guehi was booed throughout Manchester City's dramatic win at Liverpool on Sunday, with the former Crystal Palace star saying he's unsure about the hostile reception at Anfield. Marc Guehi has admitted he's uncertain as to why he was subjected to boos throughout Manchester City's thrilling victory at Liverpool. The England centre-back received a harsh reception from the majority of spectators within Anfield. Guehi was previously on the brink of a transfer to Liverpool last summer, only for his former club, Crystal Palace, to abruptly halt the deal late in the window. Now with City following a January move, he's been left puzzled by the jeers from Reds supporters on Sunday. Speaking post-match, he stated, "I'm not sure why to be honest. But I can't control what their fans think of me. I'm just grateful for our fans for sticking by me and supporting me the whole game." Guehi ultimately had the final say on Merseyside as City clinched a dramatic win. Dominik Szoboszlai had put Liverpool ahead with a spectacular free kick, only for late goals from Bernardo Silva and Erling Haaland to turn the game around. City then believed they had scored again through Ryan Cherki, only for the goal to be controversially disallowed by VAR, with Szoboszlai dismissed for tugging Haaland's shirt. When asked for his opinion on City's triumph, Guehi added, "Credit to the fans, they came out in numbers and supported us from the beginning right to the end. Someone said that's the first time we've won here with fans since 2003. I actually didn't know that at all. I think it's great for them to see that and experience that. Credit to everyone for showing such resilience in such a tough game. So yeah, well done to everyone. Asked what contributed to City's dramatic victory, Guehi replied, I think that's the standard when you're trying to win games, especially against tough opposition. Lee. Cool Liverpool. That's the standard. It has to be every single person giving every single bit of their energy for their brother next to them, and I think everyone did that today. It's not easy. The fans are on top of you, you're playing against a team that likes to press high, but it's always about the next action, he added. You might make a mistake, but it's the next one. You might make another mistake, but you focus on your next action and how you can help your teammates in the next moment. So credit to everyone. Man City now sits 6 points adrift of Arsenal in the battle for the Premier League title, while Liverpool has work to do in the race for the top 4, having fallen 5 points behind Manchester United and 4 behind Chelsea.